Okay, so let's make this next little section. Okay, so what we want a top section here, and we want a door that goes over here. So we're going to duplicate this. We're going to select everything except for these guys. And we're going to delete it. Then we're going to select only the bottom faces there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to bridge these bottom pieces. I think you might see where I'm going. Then we're going to fill a hole here. What we're doing is we are creating some Boolean shapes that are going to cut. So we have to create some manifold objects in order to cut. Right. So we want these, however, to be with all the normals facing outward. So I'm just going to flip all those faces. Delete the history. So now that we have all these guys, if I were to go over here, you can see it really nicely fits in there. I'm also going to take the bottom of these guys and I'm going to put it to the top of the, actually no, I'm just going to move it all the way down, just out of the way. So there's our little cutting shape. I may actually make that even more wide. Yeah, like that. Then I'm going to make the inside part. You can see these were experiments there. Never mind those. This is the original shape that we had. So I'll take this one. I'm going to separate them. So I have one. And I'm going to use this one, duplicate it, move it out of the way. Take these guys, combine them. And this one, center the pivot, rotate it. Oh, okay, so there's a problem. Notice this. This is interesting. If I rotate this, whoa, what's happening there? It looks like it's being warped. The reason for that is there's a transform that's on this object. If we're trying to locate this, press F and you'll find it. So this is our object right there. We want to hold down the middle mouse button on this and move it outside of this group because this little transform is causing it to distort. So now when I move it, it's not distorting. So I'm going to rotate this counterclockwise, 90. Bring it over here. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, I see what I did. Just trying to remember what in the world I did. Um, okay, yeah, so I got that. So this is our cutting object. So nice little thing. So I'm going to select, I have these guys, and then I have this one. So I'm going to union these guys together. All right, so now we have that neat little thing. It's not exactly like the object, the reference that we have here, because there's a few things that are different, but it's close enough, and it gives us kind of some neat little bit of something going on in the ceiling, so it's not just a box in the foyer. So this is our cutting object. So what we want is we want a square object that is going to, that this is going to cut out. I want to duplicate this so in case anything weird goes on, because 2019 isn't like 2023 where it will keep the cutting shape. Then I'm going to create a polygon cube, make it wide, and I think that this should work right there. We just want to cut this stuff out. So if I'm wrong, we'll find out. So this is the object that's getting cut. This is the object doing the cutting. Let's go here, mesh, booleans, difference. There we go. Check that out. Isn't that cool? Booleans are really cool. You can do some neat stuff. You just have to be careful with them. Now we select all the outside faces, unwrapping a present, delete, and there's our cool shape. So here, I'm going to delete these front faces because that's the shape that the object that you come in with. Here's our shape here. And how are we going to do this? We need a shape for it to connect to. So I'm going to use this line over here. I'll snap this over here. Then I'm going to snap this like that. Right. So here's an interesting thing. Notice that we don't have any beveling going down here, but we have it here. So we may have to redo this part. We can also redo it in the back. So let's take these two, hide everything else. Let's delete these bottom pieces. I know we spent a lot of time making them, all 2 minutes or something. Delete those guys. And then let's snap all of these guys here to that. Is this what we want to do? I'm not sure. Sort of. All right, so I think I have an idea. So then we're going to go into our edge mode. Let's select all. Nope, we don't want to do that. These are two separate objects. Let's combine these guys together. Cool object. Let's merge our verts. Let's select F9 for our verts. Let's bring these guys together. Let's now leave that middle one there and bring this in a little bit more. See where I'm going with this? And then all right, so now we have all the bottom verts. I'm going to select or deselect all these outside edges. We have this whole thing here. Then let's see what happens. Here we're going to do like we did before. So point, oh, 0.08. Local translate Z, I think, was 0.7. Okay, yep, yeah, this is exactly what we want to do. Then we'll press Control E, W, move it down. 5, show everything. And now we can see here that this top stair is not far enough in. Move that in. Now we have a fantastic little foyer. So the only thing that we want to change is like doors in here. So I'm not going to make any doors because, like I said, this is enough stuff for like you to deal with. But what I'll do is I want to make a little door section, a pseudo door section here. Maybe in the next class I'll do it, but I feel like you guys are at maximum saturation. I'm going to select these verts and these verts, and I'm going to move them back so that this is all flat. Back. Then I'm going to select this back wall here. I'm going to extrude. Offset it a little bit. And move it down. I think I'll move it down here. I'm just thinking about the door. And I'm just going to take these guys. And I'm going to snap these guys there. Snap these guys here. I'm going to Control X, Control Shift X. And cut down here, up to here. Cut down here, up to here. Then select that one, snap it there. Select this one, snap it there. And then just to give the implication of a door, I'm going to select all those guys, Control E, W, and move it in. So that's all I'm going to do, and then just have a wooden thing over there. That's all we need. If you want to make a door, go for it. But like that'd take a whole week. We don't really have a whole week. And that's it, really. Let's bring all this stuff back. And there is our really awesome foyer. It'll look really cool going in there in Unreal. So this is a big piece, but there are original pieces in modular construction that you'll have to make. In Republic Commando, the assault ship, there were pretty big pieces to it, but there were some big pieces in Kashyyyk. I remember. I forget who worked on it, and they weren't necessarily modular. I felt as though I was just like, hey, we were told to make it modular. What the hell? But it was all right. It was, but in general, like if it's something organic, you can make it modular. Sometimes you can make the whole piece. Cave systems, sometimes no systems would need to be modular. But anyways, I digress. This is really cool. we are pretty much just done. The only thing that I would say that we need to do in terms of modeling would be like a roof. And I made a little roof thing over here, but really, it's really not necessary. It's a nice little addition, um, but you can just leave it like this. You can just put a flat roof over there. Um, the main thing that we want to do after this is we want to save it, obviously. We want to UV map all this, make sure the UVs are good, textile density is similar, and then we just want to take this piece and these guys we can combine. So we want this piece, this piece, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and that one, and that one. That's it. If I hide everything else, that's all the stuff we're going to bring into Unreal. And we're going to make the whole mansion out of that. So be prepared to be to marvel at your own amazingness. So all right, I don't know what this may be the end of the thing, or maybe I might continue on. And oh yeah, I definitely will because I have to show how to UV it. So all right, cool. Thank you for watching. I hope it was uh, elucidating.